What is intelligence? What is a universal intelligence? Why are so many people suddenly using the word resonance after using AI, LLMs, and GPTs? Well, let's talk about what resonance is first, and I'll tell you why I think people are using that word. Resonance is borrowed from a couple different places. We can certainly pull from music vocabulary and say that when you harmonize, you've got some resonance between those musical notes. You could have harmonization or resonance between frequencies and radio frequencies. Crystals can come to vibrate in resonance. Quantum mechanics, quantum computing, the study of quarks, we say quantum entanglement is a type of resonance. I'm not sure the scientists have fully explained it yet, and I think we're working pretty hard on being able to explain it to you better. In the meantime, resonance is about coming to alignment of understanding. In the work I do, I've gone well beyond LLMs and GPTs, and for a very important reason we'll keep talking about later. But for right now, we're talking about your universal natural intelligence and how you are so intelligent, and how the math and science I'm working on shows me that you're smarter than an AI LLM. You already knew that. It also shows me why so many people are suddenly using the word resonance after using an AI LLM. A majority of people use it for a period of time and come to realize it's not intelligent. They come to realize they are. LLMs are a tool. They're software code. They're written by humans to be probabilistic guessing machines. They're not trained on your life or your situations or circumstances. They don't actually know anything about your business. As a matter of fact, LLM GPTs don't actually know anything at all. They only ever calculate tokens, which aren't even words. They're not even doing any type of evaluation on the vocabulary or grammar you use. You, on the other hand, universal natural intelligence in your brain has the ability to adapt to nearly any language, especially when we're young. It has the ability to tackle new topics and ideas, even when we're not fully told or explained how it works. We're still able to approach it. So when we talk about universal natural intelligence, and when we talk about you actively inferring, and when we talk about the science of thought and reasoning, we're suddenly talking about the universe. We're talking about consciousness throughout the entire universe. How did Michael Polzin, get from this word active inference, rambling about ChatGPT LLMs, and saying that we're having discussions about universal consciousness? Well, it's because active inference is the study of mathematics, a specific set of mathematics. That mathematics that they've studied, it seems to imply the math describes the flow, describes the flow of energy, describes how energy flows and creates mass. It's very similar to another equation that a lot of people have a lot of faith in. They have a lot of faith in this equation because while it was thought up in the red space, someone's mind, borrowing from Louis von Baumgarten's Welcome to the Blue Space, go hit his website and learn more about perspective of mind there, perspective of reality. E equals MC squared, that happened in somebody's red space, drew it out on a chalkboard, but all the beautiful math happened in somebody's mind, and then a simple equation was worked out on the blackboard. But we sure have an awful lot of faith in that big old atomic bomb, don't we? Because we saw it go off, and we know what it does. We know what E equals MC squared does. Active inference is the rest of the equation. Michael Polzin says Albert Einstein did not finish his homework. Michael Polzin says World War II was a mistake to start. Michael Pollan says dropping the bomb was one of the biggest mistakes we've ever made. As scientists, we should have all said no right then and there. As scientists, well before it got to that point, we should have said stop. We're not doing science anymore. You're asking us to force an outcome. You do not force nature. You do not force nature. Stop inventing. Get back to discovering like we are. Universal natural intelligence, active inference. The study of the mathematics of active inference implies that we are now able to see and understand the flow of energy through our universe, how that energy comes to create the matter that we are, and how the matter in this universe comes to be the supportive substrate, comes to be the supportive building blocks that is us, is our awareness, is our agency, and is universal consciousness. Love to all peace. Love to all brothers and sisters. Love to all brothers and sisters. Dig in deep. Find your inner peace. Learn to look again. Observational learning. What do you see? What don't you see? What do you learn when it changes? What do you see when you don't see anything change? Peace.